Imagine the conversation with James Tedesco would have been tough, I'd imagine.
It was tough, but I understand why James is the person he is. He was excellent, actually. I've got utmost respect for Teddy. He's done everything in the game, and I'll hold what he said to me, but I can understand why he's going to go down to one of the champions of the game, and he's still got plenty of footy in front of him too. So, but it was a real credit to that conversation, and obviously moving forward now.
Did he say he still wants to play for New South Wales?
We didn't get into those details, and as I said, I'll sort of keep those things to myself. But as I said, he's a champion of the game, and he's playing some good footy. So it was a big decision and a great decision. And obviously, when you come to Dylan, he's a player that's been playing at the highest level. He's played in 4 grand finals. We all know his stats, and he's won 3. And I think he's probably one of the most consistent players that I've seen for a long, long time, over a long period of time. And I just felt from my gut that it was the right time to give Dylan the opportunity to play. And I'm really, really happy and confident that he's going to come in and do really well. I've got some really good staff, obviously with me, and they're in continual communication with the Sharkies staff as well. So had a scan yesterday. It looks really good. There's no further damage. I think it actually looked better. So I think he's got through that now, and obviously I'll talk to my staff over the next couple of days and work out how we go about his training. But the conversation I had with him yesterday, one being extremely excited about the fact that he was in the team, which was a pretty special phone call in itself. He's ready to go, and I've spoken to a lot of players over the last couple of months, and albeit you're faced with many different scenarios of what the team may or may not be. I'm really super confident with how Nico's been, and just listening to his conversations of what he's actually faced over his career and what he's learnt. I'm really looking forward to how he comes into camp, and he's a leader.
Match, do you have a day where you need him to be training by, particularly given the amount of new combinations?
I reckon he'll hit the ground running on day one. Is what we're working towards. But we're really confident where he's at. He'll be able to train from day one. Probably what everyone else was, but look, I've just learned to take it as it comes in this role. Plenty of people have told me you decide your team basically when it was at 4:30 yesterday or 5 o'clock yesterday, and that's exactly what I did. And as I said, because I'd spoken to so many players, the wider squad, which we sat in this room and we actually spoke about that. What happens in the Origin arena could be anyone at any time, and we've seen that over the years on many occasions where someone's come in and performed and become one of the all-time greats of the blue jersey. So that to me is what we discussed, and obviously you see someone potentially go down, but I also know that I've got some great people and the squad. I'm really happy with my squad. I've watched a lot of those players, watched pretty well every single one of their games. I did talk about when I was going to pick the team that I wanted them in form, and that's really a lot of what I see all those players across how I look at the game. They're all in really good form, and just the confidence in how they're talking and what they're saying. That gives me real confidence in what we're going to do this week.
You've been coaching a long time at different levels. I'm not thinking James Tedesco is the toughest decision you've had to make as a coach. And when did you make the decision, or when did you start thinking seriously that you were going to leave now?
Look, they're always tough ones, because I've got huge respect, as I said, for all the players. And my job is about making decisions for what I believe is going to take the team towards success. And at this moment, I feel that Dylan, with everything he's done in the game, and I was there at the game the other night, and there was a ball kicked down. He was on one side of the field, and it could have been a 40-20, and he just sprinted to the other side of the field. And that effort that I saw in him, and then from saving the 40-20, he then takes the second carry. They get down the other end of the field, and they put the opposition under the pump. So that to me really solidified my thoughts around this is where we're going.
With the decision not to pick Teddy, it's also a change in captaincy. Can you kind of explain why Jake?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jakey, you see Jakey in this jersey, and you can't ask for I mean, much more when Jake talks about the jersey and the passion that he has for the blue jersey. And it's something there that I'm really keen to, I guess, from a team point of view. We're very fortunate we're in a big state, and there's a lot that goes on in the state. There's people out in the country, good times, tough times in the city, and I guess Jakey to me represents a lot of that by the way he talks and the passion that he has towards what the jersey means. And it's something there when, I've watched Jake for such a long period of time, and he wears his heart on his sleeve, and I think that resonates with our people in New South Wales. And so that really made the decision for me pretty easy. The fact that, and I can't wait to sit next to him, and he'll probably show emotion at times, and he's a character, and I want that in a captain to show people that what this jersey really means. And everyone knows I've been out and talking to a lot of the old boys, and they're a big part of where I want to take the organisation and take this space, because you hear a lot of those guys talk about the jersey, and it's quite inspirational actually, that I've been fortunate to sit there and they talk about what that actually means, and the memories that they have of their teammates. And I guess going back to someone like Jake, he represents that for where I want to start on our journey with the team.
What was the conversation what was Jake's reaction when you told him that he was captain?
I think he held his breath for a bit. He just went, oh really? But you could just see the passion come out of him right there and then. Exactly the reasons why I wanted to go this way, is that he was that excited. And he probably wasn't sure where he sat, from a team point of view. But I think every time you see Jake wear the blue jersey, everyone can go, well, there's reasons why there's passion, there's reasons why people love playing with him. And he's one of those characters, you love playing with him. And I go back in history, and you look at someone like a Turvey, Stevie Mortimer, when you're in this space, the passion of what those sorts of people bring, I guess Jakey represents a lot of that, where people rally behind people, and I see that's a big part of leadership at this level.
And mate, what was the conversation with Dylan Edwards about?
That was a really good one actually. Again, there was a bit of silence I suppose at the end of because he said, "How you going, Madge?" And I said, "Mate, congratulations," and it was just silence. And then he obviously just thanked me, and was so pleased. You could just sense that. And I've had a lot of conversations with Dylan, and he's ready. I mean, we all know. I think we all believe that he's been ready for a long time. So now it's about just enjoying the week and moving towards the game.
Madge, Cronulla are having to nurse Nico through a fair bit of training and that sort of thing. You're not concerned you're going to have to do that? You think he will be ready to go?
He'll be fine. Yeah.
What makes you so confident about that?
Talking to the staff, my staff, the fact that yesterday they had scans, so you just look at all the information that you got. That's why I can make easy decisions, because the information that we got from the scan that he's healthy, and albeit every player at this time of year you're doing some form of management. I think they're all that's part of it. That's why I bring in the people that I bring in to give me the information about where those players are at, and you have some little bits of management for all players at some stage, but they're pretty confident that he's going to be out in the field on day one, and that's exactly what I want. Because
I know a little bit of the way you think. The last thing you want is a circus around your halfback.
Well, that's why I'm telling you he's going to be okay. So, and that's information that is straight from the scans, straight from some really experienced people that have worked in the game for years and years are telling me that he'll be fine, ready to go. So that's why I have a lot of confidence around what we're doing.
You do your homework, mate. You bring in Luke Keary if Nico's not right. You move Jerome to halfback. What's the plan?
I'll keep that to myself. But obviously, Luke Keary, I've got a long history there, and Luke's made experience at this level, at every level. He's a passionate kid, I should say, when I coached him. But he'll come in and just do what's needed. And when I spoke to Luke, he just goes, "Mate, you just tell me what you need me to do." So, and that's the type of character that we want. And sometimes, over times, you've seen over years where people are just picked in a certain position, a certain period of time, and that's really what we're trying to create with what we're doing. Is that you come in and you're playing for your state. And I think everyone knows that, but that deep-seated part of what it really means is something there that I know Luke Keary can bring to what we're about as well.
You were there Saturday night. Jerome Law, he's really sort of taken his game to another level.
He's been really impressive in the last couple of weeks, hasn't he? he's probably playing a little bit of a different style, but you've got to give credit to him because he plays a certain style because they're successful, and sometimes players have to do that in certain organisations. But to sort of see him change a little bit of the style, how he's playing nice and straight, and leading the team, and I thought his kicking game was strong. So you get to see a player in a different light when they're put in a different circumstance, and he's definitely taken that. And off the back of conversations that I've had with him, super impressed.
Against Queensland too. One's a bit of nickel. Is that what you love in the New South Wales?
Well, I think that's all part of this space. But we're going to talk about certain things that we want to do on the field and create, and that'll stay in our say.
This year, NRL on 9 is your one-stop shop for all footy.
That's right, Freddie. Not about the highlights, action, 7 days a week.
Billy and Gus podcast, get that on your drive on the way home. Immortal Behaviour, grab a seat on the couch for that, and of course my favourite, Freddie in the 8.
The best footy brains, the biggest games.
Don't trust the algorithm, subscribe to NRL on 9 and get all your entertainment there.